بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, mashallah, we gathered again today to talk about the Tasmiyah. Tasmiyah means Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the statement, mashallah, all Muslims know. All Muslims know in Arabic language. So inshallah today we will talk about that. So inshallah then we will get more insight, more understanding of this statement. So today the talk will be in three subtopics. The first subtopic is concept. So what is the concept for the Tasmiyah? And what is the tajweed rule for that? And what is the sarf nahw and grammar in that? The first thing is Tasmiyah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Mashallah, in the last class we talked about Isti'aza, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. Today we are talking about Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is in the Mus'haf, in the Quran, in all surahs it is written at the start except one surah. Yani 113 surahs of the Quran are starting with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Only there is one surah which is Surah Tawbah. Surah Tawbah, there is no Bismillah is written on that surah. And also in case of the Quran, this ayat is mentioned only one time in Surah An-Nahl. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Innahu min Sulaymana wa innahu Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. When the Hazrat Sulaiman write a letter to the Queen of Saba, at that time in the letter was started from that. So in that way, the whole statement of the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is only coming in the Quran text only one time and 113 times before the start of surahs. So mashallah, when we read any surah of the Quran, we have to recite first Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So only we have to think it is not only a mere statement from the tongue, but we have to feel from our heart. Our heart condition should be ready when we have to start the recitation of the Quran. And also, in addition to that, the recitation of the Quran, so we are reading the Bismillah on about every type of the action. For that, there is a hadith is that the hadith text is Kullu amrin zi balin lam yubda bismillahi fahuwa qata'u. If any important work that does not begin with the name of Allah, it is imperfect. Any action if you performing without the recitation of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, that work remain imperfect. It will not become perfect. And the second version of the hadith is that instead of this, فَهُوَ أَبْتَرُ كُلُّ أَمْرٍ ذِبَالٍ لَمْ يُبْدَعَ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ فَهُوَ أَبْتَرُ. فَهُوَ أَبْتَرُ means devoid of barakah. On that work and that type of the action, there is no barakah. So it means we want our work should be perfect and our work should be with barakah, with the blessings of Allah. So how can we get it? So we have to read for every action at the start, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So there are some special du'as there. We have tried to memorize that. For every type of the action, when we are eating, when we are entering the home, when we are leaving the home, when we are wake up in the morning, when we are sleeping at night, in all type of the actions which we are performing, so they are all talking about the Bismillah. So we have tried to do every action of our life with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, then the actions will be perfect and full of barakah and blessings. After that, the next is the Tajweed rules. In case of the Tajweed rule here, we have to talk about the Harf-e-Lam. Harf-e-Lam in the Ism Jalala. With the name of Allah, the Ism Jalala is here. So in that there is a Harf-e-Lam is there. We talked last time in this class that if before Allah there is a kafra there, kafra, in the preceding letter have the kafra, so then that lam, it should be light in pronunciation. It should be lam of the Ism Jalala should be lighter in pronunciation. Light means empty mouth. Empty mouth, just like a smiling face. Smiling face. Bismillahi, Bismillahi, just like a smiling face, not so much pressure. After that, the next is this alif. This alif has no harka on that. It is called Hamzatul Wasl. This alif is only for writing purpose. It is not for reading. Also the same alif is here in Ar-Rahim, alif. This alif is also not reading. And also we are seeing here Ra, Ra, Rahman Ra and Rahim, both this Ra is coming from Haruf Shamsi. Ra is Harf Shamsi. Harf Shamsi, when the Harf Shamsi is there, so in that Lam is not pronounced. Lam is not pronounced, but the Ra has the Shadda at both places. This Shadda will help to connect the preceding letter. This Kafra will directly connect here. This Lam is not reciting, it is also Tajweed rule. There is a, if the Haruf Shamsi is there, so Lam is not recited. And next is this Ra and this Ra, both ra is with fatha here. When the ra will be fatha, when the ra has fatha over it, then it will considered a heavy letter. Heavy letter. Heavy letter means when we pronouncing it, it is a full mouth. Full mouth. And the next step is Rahimi. The Rahimi, but when we are reading it, we are not pronouncing this, we are putting Rahim. When we are putting Rahim, then here is Mad, Arif, Waqfi. This Mad is created here. How this Mad is created? Because this Ya is with sukoon and preceding letter has kasra. When any ya with sukoon and preceding letter has kasra, so then it is called harf-e mad. Harf-e mad. But after that, when we are making a sukoon here, making a waqf here, so we are putting sukoon here. If the following letter, any following letter is either with sukoon or it is a hamza, then the mad is created here. For the mad, we have need two requirements. One requirement is that harf-e mad should be there. Harf-e mad is already there. If after the following letter, after harf-e mad has the sukoon or hamza, then mad will be created, then the elongation might be from 2 to 4 beats. 2 to 4 times more elongation on that way. These are the tajweed rules here. The lam in the harf jalala, the preceding letter has the kasra. So due to that reason, it will be read as the empty mouth and smiling face. And the alif both are hamzatul wasl. And this ra is harf shamsi. Due to that reason, lam is not pronounced here. And this shadda is on the ra both places. It will help to connecting with the preceding letter. And the other thing is ra with dam fatha, it should be pronounced as a heavy letter. And rahim, we are making sukoon here. It should be rahimi, but we are pronouncing rahim, making a stop here. So this ya with sukoon, preceding letter with kasra. But after that, if the sukoon will come, the hamza will come, then mad-e arif. Mad-e arif means temporary mad is creating there. So due to that reason, we have to elongate it. So then we have to read it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Next part is sarfu nahv and grammar. First thing is, this statement, we have to analyze it. We talked in the last class in the Quran, all words are divided into three types. One is called harfun, ismun, fi'lun. Harfun, ismun, fi'lun. The first word is be here. Be. This be is harf jar. Be is called the harf al jar. It is a harf. After that is ismun. Ismun. After that is ismun is ism. Allahu. Allahu is ism. Then we talked about the last class. All type of the nouns, if any word we found with alif lam, it is starting with alif lam, or at the ending is tanween. These are the two characteristics of the ism. So in this situation, Ar-Rahman has alif lam, so it is ism. Ar-Rahim is ism. In B is harful jar. It is ismun. It is ism. Allahu ism. Ar-Rahman ism. Ar-Rahim ism. In this whole statement, harf is there, ism is there, but no fail is there. There is no fail. Only harf, ism, and only harf and ism is in this statement. Now the first is ismun. Ismun is a ism is there. Then the next word is Allahu. I wrote basically the original letter. Okay, all type of the letters in the Rafa form. By default, all nouns are in the Rafa form, means there should be Dhamma Tanween or simple Dhamma at the end. We can talk little bit how these words developed. For this word, Allahu, some grammarians are saying that Allah's word is no derivative for that. This letter is not derived from anything, it should be treated Allahu. But some grammarians have said that there is some derivation is there. They derive this letter Ilahun. Ilahun, this Ilahun means God, which we are saying La ilaha illallahu in our kalma. If we are adding alif lam plus ilahun, alif lam ilahun. Alif lam is basically created for the. When we are getting the meaning of the, then we are adding the alif lam there. But when we are combining this alif lam with ilahun, so in that this alif is dropped there. This alif is dropped. So we are not writing in the alif, not we are reading that alif. Then we are getting we are combining both lams here with shadda, and when we are adding the alif lam, so then we are getting the tanween will be dropped. Then it become Allahu. So it is the word which I wrote here. Ilahun is the root, from the root letter we made the ilahun. We use the root letter hamza, lam, ha. Hamza, lam, ha. Ilahun, adding the alif lam. So then this alif is dropped. Then it become Allahu. If Allahu is there. Now the next step is, ismun is Allahu is, but we have to, it should be name of Allah. So when we are creating the meaning of the of, then it should be a murakkab-e izafi. With the help of murakkab-e izafi, we can create the relation between two words with the help of. But in Arabic language, there is no of. So when there is no of, so there is a rule for that. The rule is that if this tanween will be dropped. It is a mudaf. For the mudaf ilay should be in the jar form. Jar form, here Allahu, here Allahi. So when this word is in this combination, Ismullahi. Ismullahi means name of Allah. Two changes happened. One change is over the mudaf, tanween is dropped. It become ismu. From Allahu, it become Allahi. Ismullahi. It is a murakkab-e izafi now. The other word, which is the preceding letter, if the B is here. There is in Arabic language, there are different types of the ba if used. This ba is also called ba-e-ifti'anat. Ba-e-ifti'anat. Ba-e-ifti'anat is basically, it means this ba is used with the help. When we need the help of the ba, so we are using the ba-e-ifti'anat with the help, for the help purpose, so it is here. Now we have to combine this B with ism, with name of Allah. So here is a special thing happen here. This alif is dropped here. This alif is dropped here when we are adding the B here. B plus it, alif is dropped here. Then the final product is and the second change, when this word is here, the B harf jar, the meme has, the ifm meme has to get the kasra. Bismillahi. Bismillahi. Alif is not, alif is also dropped here. It is a special script for the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim in the Quran. When this B is combining with ism, alif is dropped there. Only directly writing Bismillahi. But when we are reading the other ayat, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Iqra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq. It is the first ayat in Surah Alaq. But after Iqra, be ismi. We are writing the alif of the ism there. Can you see here? Iqra bismi. We are not reading the alif there, but at least when the B is combining there, the bismi, B is there. Alif is there. Also in other ayat in the Quran, in Surah Al-Ala. In Al-Ala, فَبِّهِسْمَ رَبِّكَ الْأَعْلَى. So also alif is written there. But not for the reading purpose, only for writing. We are writing there, فَبِّهِسْمَ رَبِّكَ, alif is there. But it is a special characteristics in the Bismillah, when we are combining this B with ism, this alif is dropped there. So in that way, productive Bismillahi. In the name of Allah, with the name of Allah, in the name of Allah. This B is giving the meaning of the with, and this of meaning we created when we with mudaf and mudaf ilay. So in that way we read about how the Bismillah is developed. B and Seen, it become Jaro Majroor. Jaro Majroor, Murakkabe Jari. This portion is Millahi, Mudaf, Mudaf ilay. It is a Murakkabe Izafi. Murakkabe Izafi. Okay. After Allah is the Ism Jalala, name of Allah. When we say with the name of Allah, Allah, all type of the attributes, everything is covered in that ladder. Okay, there is one hadith on that, the 99 names of the Allah is mentioned. But Allah has more than 99 names. But when we are calling one name, Ar-Razaq, Al-Alim, so only one quality, one attribute we are talking at that time. But when we are saying Allah, all attributes are covered here. Yani Bismillahi, with the name of Allah. Allah has no translation. Allah is only word we can use, Allah. After that, two attributes are here. Ar-Rahmani, Ar-Rahimi. First we will understand that this Rahman is fifth. Fifth for Allah. Fifth. We can say it with fifth awwal. First fifth. Ar-Rahimi, it is a fifth fani. Second fifth. Why the kafra on the Rahman and why the kafra on the Rahim? It due to Allah. Okay, if the noun has the kafra, which condition the noun will be there, the following sifat will be there. So in that way, in case of Allahir Rahmanir Rahimi, it is murakkab tawfifi. Allah is mawsoof, Rahman and Rahim is the fifth there. This mawsoof and fifth make murakkab tawfifi. In three murakkab jari is here, murakkab izafi is here, and murakkab tawfifi is here. Now we will further talk. We like to understand what is the meaning of Rahman here and what is the meaning of Rahim here. To understand that, first we have to little bit grammar background. For example, in grammar, in Arabic, 99 the words, they have root letter, three root letters. For example, there is a three root letter fa, ain, lam. Fa, ain, lam. Fa, ain, lam means to do or to perform. Fa, ain, lam. So we can make file from here. How we can make file? Only we added alif that. If we are adding the alif on the wazn of fa'ilun, it becomes fa'ilun. Then the translation will be performer. Performer. Now the next thing is, in English, if we say performer, I like to little bit more like to increase the quality of that person. What shall I do? I can say good performer. I can say excellent. Excellent performer. I can say big time performer. What I did? I added few more words to show the more quality. Basically, quality is perform. That person is acting performer. But when we like to show increase the quality, we add good, excellent, big time, anything we can say. But in Arabic language, we have no such type of the words which can increase the quality. In Arabic language, what they do, they are doing in that way. They are increasing the letters. Previously it was fa, ain, lam here. But here only one ya is added here. So it becomes the wazn fa'ilun. Fa'ilun. The Arabic people do that way, they are adding the if new letter inside the root letters. Fa, ain, lam, they fa'ilun. They added ya there. When they added the ya there, then we can say performer. You can say that this performer a lot. Any performance is better. And also in case of fa'ilun, this trait become constant action. It is a constant trait. Normally this word is used when there is a continuity. When any person is continuity with continuous doing, so then we are using fa'ilun wazan, then it will be increased continuity. But in some situations, we like to give more performance we like to show. Then we do the root letter was fa, ain, lam. What I did, I added alif and noon at the end. Then it becomes fa'lanu. Fa'lanu. Then it becomes fa'lanu. So in that situation, the performance will be more higher. Fa'lanu. Performer. In English, we use the word hyperbole. Hyper, B-O-L-E. Hyperbole. The hyperbole means the exaggeration of the ideas for the sake of emphasis. That person, he is doing that type of the action, that type of the performance, which is very high. Very high. You need to be most regardless. This most regardless is doing it. And he exaggerated of ideas for the sake of emphasis. We are putting more emphasis there. Okay. In that way we learned here that one is wazan is fa'ilun, one is fa'alanu. In case of the fa'alanu, performance has very much intensity. But in case of the fa'ilun, there is a continuity there. Okay, from this information, basically it is not our job to learn about these things today. Our basically job is that we have to learn Rahman or Rahim. Okay, what is that? How these words are developed here? So these letters are developed. Basically the root letter is Ra, Ha, Mim. Ra, Ha, Mim. Three are there. The first is, if we like to make file, just like we made the fa'ilun here, so we can make here Rahimun. Rahimun. But if we like to this, just like the fa'ilun we made here, the fa'ilun, then it become Rahimun. It become Rahimun. If we like to do this way, fa'alanun, we can add the alif nun at the end. It become Rahmanu. The Rahimun word is coming here on the wazan of fa'ilun. Rahmanun came from the fa'lanu. But in our statement, both words are with alif lam. Alif lam is added here, alif lam is added here. When we are adding the alif lam there, then they become ar-rahimu. Because the alif lam is there, it becomes ar-rahimu. This big ar-rahmanu. Ar-rahimu, ar-rahmanu. Okay, alif lam tanween is dropped there. But in our letter, if here, due to Allah is in the harf jar, Bismillahi. So due to that reason, this Rahim is also getting the kasra. So in that way, we made our letter Ar-Rahimi, Ar-Rahmani. These both letters, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, they have same root letter, Ra, Ha, Mim. Basically, these are from Rahma. Okay, what is the Rahma of the Allah? But Allah used both attributes here. So now we try to understand okay, why the same root Rahma, the original is, okay, from that why two attributes are included. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now we can understand here. First is Rahman. Okay, what is Rahman's Rahma? What type of Rahma is there? This Rahma is love, care, protection. Love, care, protection. But sometimes it is showing mercy, using the word English mercy. But normally when we speaking the English here, in the speaking the word mercy is normally used when any person is doing some mistake. After the mistake, he is asking the mercy from the competent authority. For example, one person is not finishing the homework in the school. If the teacher will like to punish, he wants mercy. Also, this mercy is if any person will doing any bad thing, after that he is begging, it is mercy. But in this situation, I think if we use these words, these are more appropriate. Love, care, protection. Now we can understand what type of love and what type of care is provided by the Rahman. By the Rahman, what type of the love, what type of the care, and what type of protection we are getting. Before that, we have to read this one hadith. This hadith will give a little bit more clarity for that. This hadith is that Inna hazihi rahima shujnahu minar rahmani azza wa jal faman qata'a haramallahu alayhi al-jannah. Basically, this word rahim is means uterus. Uterus or the womb of the mom. Womb. Basically, Allah is telling in this hadith style that the name for the womb or for the uterus, Allah is giving from His own name Rahman. This Rahim is also, the Rahim is also same root letter. Ra, Ha, Mim. Same root letter this letter is. So what type of the love, what type of the care, what type of the protection you're getting? When any lady become pregnant, so due to the pregnancy, day by day, she feel more problems. Sometimes she cannot sleep properly, sometimes she cannot eat properly, nausea, vomiting, many things, complications happen. But at the same time, when that mom is feeling so much difficulties of the pregnancy, she always prays for that child. Always pray for that child. My child will survive, my child will survive, I will be happy with my child. But inside the womb, the child doesn't feel anything. Who is helping me? Who is caring me? They are nourishing there. And after that, at the time of the birth, mom feels so much difficulties, so much pain. But instead of that difficulties, she is still caring that child. So it is a little bit concept of the love, care, protection. Allah is doing the love and the care of the protection for all human beings and all the other creatures. We don't know how much blessings we are enjoying every day. How is Allah caring us? Allah giving a little bit example from this hadith. This Raham is same root letter. The Raham is there. And also in the hadith is there, فَمَنْ قَطَعَ حَرَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةِ. Those person which is breaking the kinship, Allah make haram for that to enter to the Jannah. And so much important thing is kinship there. Okay. Now we know Ar-Rahman is love, care, protection. But basically, these both letters have the same meaning. Love, care, protection for the Rahman and for the Rahim. Now the next question arises, why these two letters are used simultaneously here? Now we will learn more now. When we already get the here, when the fa'lan wazn was there, so there are some qualities there in case of the fa'lan wazn. The one thing is, one characteristic will be there here, very extreme. In love, care, protection is very extreme in intensity. It is unimaginable. Unimaginable. And it is unlimited. Love of Allah is very extreme, unimaginable, and unlimited. And the second characteristic for this wazn is it is happening right now. Happening right now means immediate. Immediate. And Allah is doing the love, care, protection for creatures. It is very extreme, unimaginable, unlimited. And second characteristic is happening right now, immediate. And the third thing is may be not permanent for you. May be not permanent for you. Permanent for you means if a human being doing the disobedience of Allah is doing, then due to that reason, love, care, protection is modified according to that. But Allah is great, Allah can do each and everything. But here concept is maybe not permanent for you. In that, we can read one hadith. That hadith will clarify this more concept. كل أمتي يدخلون الجنة إلا من أبى. Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam is telling, Kullu ummati, my whole ummah, yadkhulul jannata illa man aba. Man aba means who refuse. My whole ummah will go to the Jannah, but except those people, man aba, who refuse. The Sahaba immediately asked, Qalu, Ya Rasulallahi, wa man yaba. Who will refuse? And Sahaba was little bit anxious about that. Who will refuse to Jannah? Everybody like to go to Jannah. Then Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam told, Qala man atani dakhala al-jannata. Who obeyed me will enter Jannah. Wa man afani faqad aba. Afani means not following Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not following the guidelines which Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam is giving us, in the disobeying it. Allah Jannah is available, but those people which are disobeying Allah, disobeying Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so they will not enter to the Jannah. So this situation happened here. Maybe not permanent for you. If you are doing good deeds, you will get these things. But if you are not doing good deeds, so then you are not getting this benefit. Okay, in this situation, your present situation become confirmed. This action is going on, happening right now and immediate. But at the same time, the Rahim is here. Ar-Rahim means always loving. Always loving and caring. I showed here basically the fa'ilun wazn is showing consistency, constant trait, continuous, these things are going on. So Ar-Rahim is always loving, caring. In that way, your present is protecting by Ar-Rahman, and your future is protecting by Ar-Rahim. Every person is worried about the two things, for the present and for the future. So in this situation, these two words are coming which of the same, the root Rahma. Also you can think about that, why the Rahman is at front. Because Rahman is basically you handling your present situation. Present situation. This word is came first, Ar-Rahim came after that. In that way we learn Rahman and Rahim. And also there is one thing sometime happen. Sometime one person is praying for one thing. I need the job, I have to need a marriage or any other thing, but he is not getting these things. But our job is to ask to Allah again and again, again and again. Because the Allah gives His love. Allah gives His love, care, protection on His terms. On His terms, not on your terms. Allah is Rahman, Allah is Rahim. But the blessing and the care which Allah is giving, Allah gives His love, care on His own terms, not the human beings' terms. These things, when we are getting, at least we can see the life of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, he lived in Makkah. He went to the Taif. So much hardship he felt at that time. And how difficult he migrated from Makkah to Medina. But after that, one day came when he entered in the Makkah just like a victorious person. Allah knows better which day He is giving victory to one person, which day He is giving the hardship to any person. Always we have to keep an eye on the life of the Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is a great guideline for us. Then we can understand Allah's care, Allah's protection on His terms, not on your terms. Okay, now the next thing is, we understand about that the words Bismillahi ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, what is the meaning of this thing. Now in case of the grammar, in case of the Arabic language, in the Arabic language, in English we call sentence. Sentence, but in Arabic we called Jumla Ismiya. There are two types of the sentences in Arabic, either Jumla Ismiya, either Jumla Fi'liya. For the Jumla Fi'liya, there is the requirement that there should be verb there. But we already talked that there is no fail if here. But for the Jumla Ismiya, there should be a Mubtada there. Mubtada and Khabar, these are two combinations there. But in this, it is called, in grammar language, it is called Shibu Jumla. Shibu Jumla. Shibu Jumla means incomplete sentence. Or you can simply say in English, fragment. Fragment. It is not the complete word, sentence. We only say with the name of Allah, the merciful, compassionate, merciful, we are Rahman and Rahim. It is just like that. For example, if I say, my house. If I say my house, this statement is only giving information, my house, but not further detail is giving here. But if I say I wrote this sentence in two ways. I painted my house with brush. So now it is clear that my house, I painted my house with brush. It is a complete sentence. The other thing I wrote, with brush I painted my house. But normally we are not writing in that way. But the point is that I highlighted in this sentence the brush. I give the importance here, brush. With brush, I painted my house. In Arabic language, there is a grammar rule, it is called taqdeem. Taqdeem, and this part is ta'khir. Taqdeem means I brought this information at first to showing more emphasis on that. Ta'khir, on the later part, this information I like to show. I like to highlight with brush here. So just like that in previous talk, we are reciting the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim in all type of the actions. When we are performing the actions, sometime I am eating, sometime I am reading, sometime I am writing, sometime I am riding something. All these actions might going on. Allah told us that you have to say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Basically here the action is basically the fail. Fail is ma'zoof. Ma'zoof means it is hidden here, not given in that. It is a great favor from Allah for us. Allah gave us to a universal statement which we can use for all type of our actions. So in that situation, which action you are performing, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, your action will be at the end. Your action is coming at the end, and the name of the Allah, it is getting taqdeem. It is more preference. It is name of Allah is coming first. Your action is getting the status of ta'khir. With the name of Allah, I am eating. With the name of Allah, I am writing. With the name of Allah, I am going. So in that way, we are adding Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. After that, which action you are performing, that action is understood here. But last time when we talked, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. It is a full sentence, verb is there. But in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, it is by construction, it is a shibu jumla, and fail is always ma'zoof. But when we are adding it, then it becomes more priority first part, and the second part has low priority. It is the basically concept, tajweed, and grammar, and little bit understanding of the word Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now we have some take-home message. The take home message for that, when we are doing whenever we have to recite the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, what benefit we are getting from that? What are the primary benefits? It is the take home message. If always keep in mind when we are reading the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, these benefits we are getting. If I will realizing these benefits, so inshallah my action will be more better. The first thing is sincerity. Sincerity means ikhlas. When we recite the Bismillah, we should with ikhlas. Ikhlas is that I am performing this action to please Allah. To please Allah. It is my ikhlas when we say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The second benefit which you are getting, it is barakah. Barakah. The barakah we are getting seeking His help and blessings. To perform that action. And the third thing is we have to do for acceptance. Acceptance, kabuliyat. Allah will accept our this deed. Allah will accept with our this action. Allah accepts and is pleased with this action. And these are the primary benefits from the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. First, sincerity. When we read it, our objective is only we are performing this action to please Allah. Then barakah, seeking His help and blessings to perform that action. And the acceptance, Allah accepts and pleased with this action. It is a little bit talk about the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So Allah give us a real understanding of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, so that we will be getting the real guidance and we will be successful in this world and in the hereafter. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu